Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The News Now live at 10. I'm Teddy Roundtree here to tell you about some of the stories we're following today, as well as to give you a look ahead of what's to come on The News at 11. We're following some breaking news inside the 24-hour newsroom right now. A gas leak caused by a car crash has caused businesses and buildings to evacuate in the Drayton and Bryan Street areas. Savannah Fire responded to the single car crash, and officials are telling us the driver suffered from a medical emergency prior to that crash. All parking garages in the area were closed off, but we've just gotten word that they are now back open. All roads are also back open besides Bryan Street between Drayton and Abercorn. WTOC is following this closely, and we'll bring you any new developments just as soon as we get them. A quick trip for a bite to eat turned tragic after a grandmother passed out with her grandchild inside a vehicle in Greenville, South Carolina. The grandmother got her purse and put the toddler in the car, then went back inside when she realized she forgot her keys. She passed out shortly after walking into the house. When she came to, it was too late. Listen to this message the toddler's mom has for other moms.
Just whisper I love you to them just one more time, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you get to tell them that.
That case is still under investigation. And back here at home, Savannah police want to remind you to not leave children in hot vehicles. Last year, between June 1st and September 1st, there were 36 incidents where children were either left in a vehicle unattended or were accidentally locked in a vehicle. Nationally, an average of 37 children die from heat-related deaths after being trapped inside vehicles. Savannah Police Department urges parents to always check the back seat of your car and even consider leaving an important item such as your wallet or your purse there, so you'll have to see it when you go to get it and you will realize that your child is there. Well, South Carolina conducted their annual statewide hurricane exercise today. We've got some video here of crews setting up for the exercises this morning. The South Carolina Department of Transportation, as well as the South Carolina Department of Public Safety, simulated lane reversals just like they would do during a mandatory evacuation. The exercise ended at 3 this afternoon. Well, this story is even hard for me to even talk about, but tonight we're learning more about a herd of horses that were abused. Our Crystal Howard has been following this case, and she's digging up more information on this abuse investigation as well as the people involved. Take a listen.
Yeah, and I spoke to some officials who told me they found 23 abused horses at a property. 4 of them has since died, and 1 of them was pregnant with a little baby. I also want to warn you that some of the pictures that you're going to see in this story are very hard to look at because of the extent of the abuse. Take a look at some of these pictures of the 23 horses that were removed from a property in Hampton County. Officers told me a code enforcement officer responded to this property in the Early Branch area because of the calls of animal cruelty. They say when they got to the property, most of the horses were malnourished, and they found 6 of them dead. You can also see here in this video the condition of some of the horses. They are barely able to move on their own, and you can see their bones through their skin. A Valiant animal rescue forensic specialist who cannot show her face told me it has to take months of abuse for these animals to be found in the condition they were found in.
The big thing that we want to get out there right now is that when people see animal cruelty, they need to speak up. They can't wait. They can't ask someone else to report it for them. They need to take on the initiative and do it themselves.
Yeah, and that specialist told me that this is a large-scale animal cruelty case, so once more information becomes available, she'll give it to me, and I'll be sure to update you guys on this investigation. Crystal Howard, WTOC News.
On a more positive note, Clint Eastwood is filming scenes for a new movie in Georgia, and the production has drawn crowds hoping to catch a glimpse of the actor and director. Eastwood was in downtown Augusta shooting scenes for The Mule, a new film starring Bradley Cooper. Dozens of people gathered on the median of Broad Street early yesterday to watch the Hollywood production crew shoot a robbery scene at the First Community Bank. Well, that's going to do it for us for now, but we are closely following this gas leak and any new developments, and we'll have those for you coming up in a little less than an hour on The News at 11. We hope to see you back then. For now, I'm Teddy Roundtree in the WTOC 24-hour newsroom. Have a great night.